Welcome back to No Plan. A few weeks ago, I was browsing one of the local thrift stores and I discovered this strange PC right here. It sort of looked like an early Steam machine, so I was a little excited, but unfortunately, it's not one. However, one of the interesting features is that it had a Blu-ray player right on the front here, an HDMI in the back, and a slot for a full-size graphics card. What kind of computer is this? So the computer was $20, and unfortunately I was not able to test it, as you may have noticed, because due to its size, it does not have an internal power supply. Instead, it relies on an external one, which I've been using a little Sophos power supply to power it, which I'll get to in just a second. But here is the inside, which is actually pretty spacious. I'll just show the camera right there. You've got, I believe, DDR3 sticks, 2 of them, Wi-Fi chip, which is pretty cool. As you may have noticed, you've got the antenna right here for Wi-Fi, 3 SATA ports, and then the CPU, which is passively cooled. It's a Zotac motherboard, and something more interesting when I looked in the BIOS, which we'll do in just a second, is that it's running, I believe, a Intel Atom CPU, which is like a 1-core CPU, and a NVIDIA Ion GPU, which I don't know the specs on that one, and I hope I didn't get those names confused. Very strange hardware pairing. I mean, obviously super low power, but I don't know, it's really weird the fact that it has that, and then also, I mean, again, you technically could put a GPU inside here, but you'd have to take out this hard drive bracket right here. But still, the ability to put a GPU in here is kind of neat, because this motherboard doesn't even have a PCIe slot, which is weird. But the power supply, when I got to working on this thing, needed to be replaced, because the existing one, I tried plugging in this little PSU over here, wouldn't do anything, so I found one on Amazon. It was a little larger than expected, but it included everything I needed: motherboard, CPU connector, and the hard drive connector. Got that all hooked up, and I was actually able to use it as a server running unbranded for a bit, but I kept on running into an issue where it would shut off, and when you tried to start it up, it would flash on for a second and turn off. And I made sure to reapply thermal paste. I even added, as you may have seen right here, a little Noctua fan, because it does have a little black fan right here, and then I got the Noctua on the back, but it was kind of like wedged into the top of the passive cooler, and they had just put screws in to hold it in. So, I mean, I didn't like that, so I just put it over here to the side so it would pass through, which, as far as I/O on this, very simple. We've got 2 USB 2.0 Type A ports, headphone jack, microphone jack. Of course, the Blu-ray player, which I went ahead and took out because I was trying to, when I did the 2 hard drives, I had to take this out. It's got a very interesting connector. It's just literally like a 4-pin and then a SATA connector. But I mean, this is, I think, from 2008, but still interesting that it has a Blu-ray player. That's definitely not a low-end option. And of course, these all in the front would fold, but a lot of them are broken at this point, so they just click out and they won't stay in. And then this power button, which is definitely not that standard silver power button you see on a lot of computers. Again, I looked all over this case and I could not find who manufactured it. So that was what made me hope it was potentially a Steam machine, which it's not. But I don't know if you know anything about this case, or it looks like something that you've seen, let me know down in the comments. But why don't we go ahead and power it up and just take a look at the BIOS, because running an operating system has been unstable, to say the least. But let's get that hooked up real quick. It should be pretty easy. All we gotta do here, got my VGA port. We're gonna connect the power supply. Let's go ahead and see if this thing starts up. All right, little fans are lighting up. Oh, there we go. Okay, Intel Atom CPU, 330, 1.6 gigahertz. Blazing fast. Scott, I believe these are 2 gig sticks, which, I mean, it's weird. It's only saying 960 megabytes. So to give you a little more clarification on how I know that it has a NVIDIA Ion in it and it's very unstable, after the server kept having issues, I tried just throwing on Windows for giggles and a couple instances of Linux, but I couldn't ever get them installed. And it was on the boot screen that I saw NVIDIA Ion on there, but unfortunately I wasn't really able to test any further than that. But even though we're not able to mess around a whole lot, I was hoping it would show you the GPU settings in here. I mean, it's definitely a very old BIOS. I mean, it's set to what the build date is 09. So, I mean, I think this is an 08 computer based on the manufacturing date. Let's see if it'll show that, 2008. So definitely an older computer, but it's just it's such a weird thing. I mean, I found it at a thrift store. it has slots for a GPU, it's passively cooled, it's got a external power supply, it's got Intel CPU, NVIDIA graphics. I don't know if what I'll be able to do going forward with this machine. If you have any ideas, let me know, because again, I don't know a whole lot about external power supply systems. I wonder if it's just this power supply, which again, it's from like a Sophos firewall. It's not designed for this. I mean, see, it's working fine now, but when it went bad, you couldn't figure out what went wrong, and sometimes it would randomly start working again. But if you know anything about this case, about this build, let us know down in the comments, because I really want to learn more about this. It's such an interesting piece of equipment. You know, it's always funny to find stuff like this at a thrift store, abandoned, and who knows, maybe we can get it to have a second life as perhaps a low power server. But thank you for tuning into this episode of No Plan, and we'll catch you on the next one.